Okay, so I got this vintage amp off of eBay a while back. I started taking a look around at it a while back, and it just was a little overwhelming for me. But recently, watching Uncle Doug on YouTube, he's kind of inspired me to revisit this project again. And so here's a look at what this is. This is a Bogen sound system. I'm going to modify it to be a guitar amp. It's set up for 2 microphone inputs, a phonograph with tone control. Says the model number is an E-20. Let's see if it can focus there. There we go, E-20. Not sure how old this is. Pretty old. Anyways, it shipped to me with the tubes in a box. So these are the tubes that it came with. It's a Philco. I think this is the rectifier tube. I don't remember the part number for that, and I can't make it out on the tube. These are the 6L6s. There we go, Sovtech. I doubt that that's original. (6L6). Pair of those. There's a 7B4, the metal bass. Another 7B4. F7, again with the metal bass, and a 7N7. I'm thinking these all looking the same. They're probably all the original tubes here. I don't think these are original. Okay, let's get a look at the chassis. Let's just put this down up here. Oh. The transformers in this thing are massive. Look at the size of those guys. Let's get this around. Oh, can't quite make it out. I don't know, can you see that? It's a T304G. That's the main power transformer. And then this little guy over here, I say little guy, but he's freaking huge too. He's a T234G. 234G. There's my tube sockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. 7 sockets, 7 tubes. There's a fuse in here. Speaker connectors, phono input. I plan on getting rid of that. It looks like there used to be another transformer here. Or I'm not sure what went there. Now the underside is what really this was a little bit daunting for me. So here I don't know where to start. It's obvious that somebody's been in here before. I've got some phono jacks over here that have been installed. And boy, there's some pretty loose stuff going on in here. It's old, it's crusty, it's got kind of a grime to it. I don't know, should I... Now here's my question. I'm hoping that Uncle Doug sees this because he might be able to answer it for me. What would be the best way to start with this? Should I just strip it out, go to the schematic and rewire it? test all the components out of the circuit first, or should I, get a variac and plug it all in and see if it's shorted? Or gosh, there's just so much stuff going on in here. And so much of it can be screwed up, I think. Or should I completely, rip it out? This is kind of what I'm thinking, is I take everything out and really clean up the chassis, maybe even paint it or something. Fix the bends. It's been dropped before because the chassis is all bent on the side from the weight of that huge transformer. So that's my question for you guys out in YouTube land. How would you approach this project? Should I just take it apart and try to put it back together? Here's a look at the schematic that I found online. I'm not sure how accurate this is. It looks like there's more stuff in here than there is on here. And I think this amp is similar to the E-14, which had, the schematic I found for it had it had the same tube complement, but it also had a big section for remote control operation of it. So if I were to tear it apart, there may be circuitry in here that's not on the schematic. And, do I just leave that out because I'm not going to use the remote control part? I'm not going to use the phono part. Another question that I had, it looks like this here is the input for the phono part, and the phono part's missing out of here. You only got the mic 1, mic 2. This isn't a complete schematic. So I don't know how much I can trust here. But I think this was the phono input. I'd like to use the phono preamp as some kind of a driver for a reverb tank, if that's even possible. I've got a used tank that I can stick in there if these will be able to drive it, and maybe find another transformer for that. Oh, talking about transformer, there's one more that was in here. It's a T502G. T502G, yeah. Anyways, one more look at the schematic. Let me know what you think, and leave your comments below this video. Thank you.